me finish.
Okay, well, I thought I had, but go ahead.
Okay, y'all, let's take turns and let each other finish.
Welcome to Let Me Finish, the podcast where three minds give their unfiltered and sometimes unpopular opinions on all the craziness going on in our lives and in this world. We're your hosts, Jillian,
Janice.
And Michael.
Settle in and let's take a deep dive.
Welcome to a new episode of Let Me Finish. This is episode 67. Woohoo!
Woo!
And we got Michael back.
Yes,
Welcome
I'm back. So happy to be back.
Yes, so I'm one of your hosts. I'm Janice.
I'm Jillian.
And I'm Michael.
All right, so we'll just jump right in. Hope you guys like the Bennifer episode. I don't think Michael knows that we talked about Bennifer last week.
I did not. No. I need to go back and listen.
Yeah, we talked about her and her Elizabeth
for
Taylor vibes.
Yeah. It's giving.
She's still looking for love.
Yeah. Snooking for love. So this week we're gonna jump right in. We'll just talk a little bit about our week, see how it goes, and then we're gonna play either or. So
Sounds
we
good.
love talking about who we would get with, honey. Okay, so Michael, do you want to talk about your week first?
Sure. I've been trying to learn how to cook. And when I say trying to learn how to cook, I'm trying to muster up the desire to learn how to cook because it takes a lot of patience. And I don't think I have the patience. I have patience, just not to cook. Because there's a lot of like waiting. You know, you look at the cookbook or the recipe and it's like, let's stand for 28 minutes. And it's like, who's got 28 minutes for,
I know.
You know? Like,
everything it says like prep time,
Right.
30 minutes, cook time 10. I'm like, bullshit. I'll be there for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when they say prep time 30 minutes, I'm like, okay, so we'll go ahead and double that because I'm slow.
Yeah. No,
I
same.
know, that's how I
it's too
am.
much for
Yeah.
me. So
But
I just...
totally vibe with your whole mustering the desire.
Yeah.
Because I want to cook.
Me too.
I see a lot of things and I'm like, oh, yeah, I can make that. Like,
For
and
friends,
I'm
yeah.
not looking at it. I'm like, oh, I can make that.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, do I want to stay in the kitchen for an hour? No.
No.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have leftovers and,
then
you don't necessarily want it.
Leftovers. Who's going to wash the dishes?
Right. The dishes.
The pots.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
this is...
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
So
work.
is
Yeah.
it, so when you're
need a family.
trying to learn how to cook, how are you going about this process?
So I've been honestly just looking at recipes. I've even typed in Google easy recipes for beginners.
Michael's just looking at them.
because I'm like, one of these days I'm going to see something online and be like, I'm going to make that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's just me. So it's a lot of work for one. So it's
One
just easy to
person.
eat out. I mean, like go out
Yeah.
and eat. Like it's expensive. It adds up.
Yeah. Maybe just split the recipe. So if it's like
It says one
serves
full
for-
portion, do half.
do half the portion, and then that way maybe you get 2 servings out of it. So you'll have one for dinner and then your leftover for maybe lunch the next day.
Which is
never thought about
doable
that.
Yeah,
versus
I
like
think that's
having it every
workable.
day.
And they do have like
That's
you can do like
Yeah.
the Julia and
I never
Julia
thought about
thing
that.
where was that Julia girl, it was that movie where she was cooking
Oh yeah, Julie and Julia.
every
Yeah.
recipe in Julia Child's book. And so there are cookbooks specifically for
Beginners.
beginners and
Single
if you're
people.
cooking for one person.
Oh my gosh, remember that one cookbook, Jillian? Like the bear, and it was like all colorful, and it was like a cookbook for children.
Yes.
Oh, cute.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, and we used to make so many things off of that book. Anyways.
Yeah.
I still have the measuring spoons.
Oh, from
The
that book.
plastic
Yeah.
measuring spoons.
That's cute.
I use it in the laundry room just to measure
I'm
out.
about to say,
so.
girl, those measuring spoons are like, how old are we? Like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use it in the kitchen anymore. Yeah, literally because I lost my little cup for
I wasn't
my
gonna say
laundry
nothing,
soap.
though.
So I just use the teaspoon to
Oh, look
measure
at
out
that,
my soap.
multi-purpose.
That's it.
Okay, it's the colorful ones.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
They're like red, yellow, green, the primary
remember.
colors.
It's cool.
And I also do that, Michael. I do save recipes that I see like on Facebook, especially the easy like 3 one-pot recipes and things. But I just save them.
Yeah. It's.
One day I'm sure I'll be like, I'm gonna go to the grocery store now and buy this stuff.
I follow a couple Instagram accounts that are dedicated to cooking, but I look at it and I'm like, that looks delicious. I'd love that. Next.
Yeah.
It's the Marry Me chicken. The Marry Me chicken with rice I keep saving that recipe every time I see it. But it's like basically like a one-pot chicken thigh recipe. And it has like cream sauce. I'm like, that's the
sounds
thing.
easy.
I'm like, I can't wait to... That's what I really want to learn how to make, like these
Right.
sauces and pans with
Right.
just like the grease and stuff from your chicken.
Yeah. No, the good stuff.
Yeah, the
I'm
gravy.
just-
yeah.
The gravy with the whipping cream
Yeah.
but yeah. I'm like, because
it takes a
honestly, I
lot.
feel like as a mom, I'm going to be like, chicken nuggets.
Hey,
Frozen
I get it.
meals.
I get it.
Here you go, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Like corn dog, hot dogs.
yeah, because after a long
Hey,
day.
as long as they don't starve, that's fine.
yeah.
That's
I
what
my kid. I did my duty.
So I actually think
They're
about
not
that.
hungry. They went to bed with a full stomach. That's all you need
Can't
to know.
blame me. No
But I
child
think
protective
about that.
services.
I'm like, keeping a child alive must be hard.
I've thought that same thing.
Like,
Not dropping them on their head.
like just keeping them clean,
Yeah.
hair done, vitamins taken, doctor visits, teeth cleaning.
Well, let's be honest. Some parents skip all that. I'm
That's
like,
true.
you know, I.
But I was just, what were you just talking about, me and Michael, about like the vitamins? Because we're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about how we
Yes.
don't take our vitamins
Yes.
now. I was like, my mom did a really good job making sure I took those.
That's good.
The Flintstones vitamins,
yeah. Me same too.
I think she
Yeah.
just always had them in there. She was like, just take them at your leisure, Janice.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
Supposed to
somebody-
be vitamins. But that's
Yeah.
my week, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Just cooking, all right.
Just learning how to cook.
Hey, it's more
We'll
than
see.
me.
Well, when you have a
More
really
than
good
me.
recipe, we'll be happy to be your
Yeah,
testers.
I would love to cook for you guys.
Yeah.
It may not be good,
Oh,
but
No,
That's what we should do.
I like being a tester. So
okay. You
Bring
just,
it-
and be honest. Like if
bring
it's
it
not gonna
over.
be like,
Oh, I will.
you need more salt, more.
I will be honest.
I'll definitely tell you if it ain't seasoned
Yeah,
enough.
I'd be like,
You know, that's one
a
thing you
blood
should
plan.
use with your black friends. Test this out for me. Oh,
this
girl,
something
no.
else?
Where is this after
And
Obama
please-
style seasoning?
yes, please, and please understand, Michael. Black people do not consider salt and pepper seasoning.
Oh my gosh, I was watching Love Island, and this guy, he literally was like, salt, pepper, butter. What else is there? I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. He said, what else is there?
Wow.
And the girl's like,
Ooh,
paprika,
Yeah.
cumin,
yeah,
Onion powder,
coriander.
yeah,
Yes.
Korean,
Yeah.
Garlic powder,
Yeah.
onion powder,
You know.
garlic.
Thyme, yeah, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on
She
now.
just started listing off stuff. He was like, oh.
That's funny.
But good. And the thing about he made chicken breasts. I'm like, those chicken breasts must have been white
Yeah.
as
Orange.
hell.
Yeah,
With just like a
bland.
couple pepper flakes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
let's be
pathetic.
honest. Anyone who's
His
not a
favorite
cook,
meal is rice and chicken.
your seasoning is supposed to give your chicken color. So if it comes out beige or white, you haven't seasoned it properly.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So when you have that nice golden, it's from the
the
seasoning.
seasoning,
yo.
yeah.
That's how
and
you
that's
get
why
that
you
color.
like. That's why you want the chicken to marinate, to soak up
Time.
on all the
Juices and stuff.
the juices and the
Cut you up
seasonings.
some fresh onions and some
Yeah.
peppers.
Oh no, definitely not peppers. Hate them.
Oh.
Hate them
Yeah,
all.
it gets its flavor.
I hate the pepper flavor. I don't like it.
Really?
Fair
You
enough.
know I don't like any bell peppers.
I know you don't.
Yellow, green, or red. They can all kick rocks. Okay, so my week, my week was a little rough of a week. I was definitely, I told you guys last week I'm having surgery. So I just been having, with the situation, I've been having a lot of pain. So I was like, oh, I just want to lay down most of the week. But other than that, just trying to make it till this surgery, honey. That's all I've really
hard.
been doing. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. That's
Just
all
surviving?
I did. Just surviving. Just surviving at this point.
That's half
Ready
the
to live
battle.
my life again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normalcy.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to just have normalcy again and work out. Oh, I
Yeah.
miss working out.
Yeah.
Because now I can't really do like any type of ab workout.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
crunches or anything like, and that's a lot of workouts take your core.
Oh, of course.
yeah. So
it's limiting.
yeah. So now because like everything is in my abdomen, like I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
But I have 2.5 weeks.
Yes, you're almost
2.5
there.
weeks.
Almost there.
Yeah. All right. So my week, well, it was end of month, so it was rough at work. End of month is always kind of.
Oh wait, my team hit their goal. By the way, that was my last thing.
Yay.
Oh,
yay.
That's nice. It's a good feeling.
yeah, I know. I was like, I'm proud of them. Okay, go ahead.
Awesome. So yeah, it was a rough week because end of the month it's a lot. Because a couple
Yeah.
people, I'm just like, I know you're not.
Here we go again, man. Yes,
I'd be
ma'am. You still owe
like,
that money.
please understand. I always try to be helpful and educate people, but some people I'm just like, now I know I just said this 3 times, and I'm going to run over the edge if I have to say it a 4th. And here they go. I have to repeat it a 4th time. That is the quickest way to lose me in a conversation.
You have to repeat yourself.
I want to have to repeat myself.
Yeah.
Like, please understand, asking the question 10 different ways will not change my answer.
Yeah.
Please understand, I've been doing this a very, very long time. I know what you're trying to do. No, I've been doing this a long time. So I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to say something and be like, well, she said, no, you're not, you're not gonna get me caught up. I never said that. This is what I said. I'm gonna say it the same exact way every single time, no matter how many different ways you ask me the same question. My answer's not gonna change. Okay,
Sorry about
thank you. So like I said, it was particularly rough, but I got through it. So there's that. And then Saturday we did a little hangout. Janice and I swam in the pool.
Nice.
I forgot about that. Yes, I did.
And we watched Fall Guy, the extended version.
Oh.
I wouldn't recommend this extended version. I'm like, y'all, this movie is really long with this extended version.
I'm sure.
And
Like,
I did
it was
see on
almost
Peacock they had the regular one.
Yeah, so it was like 2.5 hours. And I was just like, okay. So I guess
Long for a comedy, especially.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. It was still. Once it actually, the first part I was kind of falling asleep. But once it actually started going, and you were just like, okay, I understand what the plot of the movie is, or they've gotten to the meat and bones of the plot. I'm like, oh my gosh! And then I was really excited, and then towards the end, we're just like, okay, wrap it up. Come on now. It's taking too long to resolve. Hurry up and do what you need to do. So it was actually surprisingly good. So I think I'll go back and watch like the regular version as well. See how it's different. Because there are definitely some scenes they could have, I would have seen, okay, they really didn't need that
Cutting
scene.
room floor, yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's that. And then, so anyone who knows me knows that I'm a huge documentary person. My favorite types of documentaries are ones that are anything sports based and also anything to deal with scams and financial crimes. That is I love it.
Yeah.
So I love like, anyone seen American Greed? That's like my guilty pleasure. Any kind of stuff like that. Because working in banking, I just love it. So like Bernie Madoff and Vince and Anna and all that stuff and the Fire Festival, all that stuff is just like
up your alley. Yeah.
Yes, totally up my alley. So I guess this, for some reason, I guess Chase had like a little glitch in their ATM system. And so what was happening is that people were depositing checks, and the ATM is supposed to automatically put those funds on hold until we can actually, I don't work for Chase, until Chase can collect the funds, and then the funds become available to you. And some banks, they'll let you have the funds prior to the bank collecting the funds, so you were able to use the cash, and then we get the funds and yada, yada, yada. So I guess Chase had a glitch where no matter the amount of the check, the ATM will release the funds. So you could deposit a $30,000 check, and it would seem like you had $30,000 available in your account. They would go withdraw the money, close out their account, thinking they just ran a lick on Chase.
Oh.
Please understand, people. Do not go online to your social media and admit that you're committing check fraud.
Oh, God.
Online.
People do that online?
People did that. I'm just like, please understand, Jamie Dimon is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. This man, I guarantee you, has the president's number in his phone. They will come after you. They will put you in jail. I work for a much smaller bank. They will press charges on you. When they investigate, whenever there's a large loss due to a return check, we do press charges. You can go to jail. And when we're talking about we're talking about 30,000, 40, large amounts of money, Chase will get their money back.
Oh yeah, they will somehow. Somehow
they will get their. These are banks are FDIC insured, which means the federal government actually comes in. Running a check fraud is a federal crime. You will do time in federal prison over check fraud. So I was just like, these people, I'm just like, yeah. So they were like, oh my God, they, get on the Chase glitch and get all this money. And they're like, I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Stupid.
And so I guess Chase figured it out and they fixed the glitch. And so all of a sudden these checks are, of course, coming back unpaid. They've already withdrawn the cash. And yeah, so I'm just like, please don't do that. Don't ever do that. One thing about a bank, they will get their money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They mean business.
Please don't do that, because they will press charges. You will go to actual jail. We've done that before, even at my bank, where people are doing time
for money.
For money. Like one time, at my old bank, not the one I work for currently, I actually had to go and testify because somebody had actually deposited it was his check, another bank, of course, didn't pay, and so they caught him for check fraud, and they actually called me in to testify because I was one of the tellers that actually took the deposit, and he was in jail, jumpsuit and everything.
Oh my God.
So, serving in jail while the trial was coming up. I guess he ended up taking a plea deal, and I didn't end up having to testify, but I was sworn in.
Wow.
Like, okay, I guess he tried to stall and get a new attorney, so they're like, okay, you guys have to come back and remember you're still under oath.
Yeah,
and
it's a big
between
deal.
that time and when we were supposed to come back, he took a plea deal. But yes, you will do time.
Yeah, don't mess with banks.
Don't mess with banks. Don't mess with the government.
Yeah.
They always get their money.
Yeah. Please don't do that. I understand if people get scammed, unfortunately, all the time. They're like, but you're my bank. I'm like, I understand that, but we didn't get scammed. You did. So
Yeah.
you took the money. So
Gotta pay it up.
you got to pay it back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting that they were advertising
Yeah,
on
that's not
social
smart.
media that they're running check fraud. And like, you realize you can end up in jail for this. You're admitting to your crime
Yeah.
for the whole world to see. So please don't do that.
Please don't do it. Well, the funny thing is, I was just actually gonna say, and I wanted to hear Michael's opinion. Is just showed up on my little timeline. Steve Harvey. Apparently, they're trying to do some biopic about him, which I don't think is true. Because I'm like, who wants to know about Steve Harvey's life? Nobody cares.
No.
But they were like, who could play Steve Harvey in that?
I don't know.
What we say? I was like, Michael B. Jordan, maybe.
No.
He has
No.
a mouth.
I can't think of anybody.
The robust mouth.
Keenan Thompson, maybe.
Oh,
Who's Keenan Thompson?
from Saturday Night Live and all that.
Jillian.
Keenan and Kel.
Janice, Keenan and Kel.
No.
Yes, I think he could. I think he could
They
pull it
look
off.
nothing alike. They're damn near the same age.
Maybe in a sketch, maybe. Maybe not in a movie.
He's done the sketch. That's why I said Keenan Thompson because he's done Steve Harvey on SNL.
okay.
So that's why I
I
said
was
Keenan
like-
Thompson.
I was like, how? Okay.
Yeah, the bald hair. All he needs
I
is the
said
bald
not
head,
him, but definitely
and
not Michael B. Jordan. Okay.
Yeah, definitely
the
not.
caterpillar mustache. That's all you really. And the big teeth. You just put in the fake teeth. But no, Michael B. Jordan, absolutely not. No,
He's too handsome.
no. Yeah, thank you, Michael.
He's very
What?
handsome.
Jillian, that's no. No.
No,
That
not
was
Michael
not.
B.
Oh, that was the I will not go away. That was the Queen Charlotte. No. No. Charlotte, go home. No. No. I will stay. You don't watch Bridgerton.
No,
I got that.
over my head.
Okay. Okay. So we decided we're gonna play Smash. No.
This or that.
This either or.
Either or, yeah.
Either or. Okay.
Yeah. Because we did Smash or Pass. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have?
I do. I have one.
Okay.
Would you? So it's not would you rather, but be a dentist or be a foot doctor. What are they called again?
Dentist. I don't do feet.
Oh, dentist. Dentist. Oh, we're doing. Oh, would you rather?
So it's not. It is would you rather.
Either
but
or.
It's either like be either. Would you either be a dentist or either be a foot doctor? I forgot what they're called.
dentist.
What are they called?
Like put something with
Podiatrist.
podiatrist. That's
Nope. Nope. I don't do feet. Ooh.
Yeah, I can't imagine the kind of stuff you would see on
In
people's
feet. But mouths are gross too.
Mouths can be really.
No.
I would actually really hate both.
Yeah.
I would hate both, but feet. If anyone's seen the show on TLC, My Feet Hurt, instantly you would choose teeth every time.
I'd probably
There's
be
a
a
show
dentist.
called My Feet Hurt.
Yes, and it's
God,
podiatrist.
no.
It's kind of like I guess they were trying to do like a spinoff of Pimple Popper, Dr. Pimple Popper,
Ew.
which
I never got that whole
Yeah,
trend.
I did.
either.
I loved
Jillian,
it.
stop it.
I love seeing. I
So
love
gross.
seeing.
Oh my God, it's
Oh
so
my gosh,
gross.
yes, I love
It was
watching
like
her
on Facebook when they little
Yes,
things pop up.
yes.
I'm like, what the fuck?
So gross.
Oh my gosh, I love
Those
that.
peeling off.
Ooh, yes. Yes, I do love
What's
that.
about it?
It's like my. It's like my.
This ain't apple pie.
What
are you doing with it?
ASMR, yes.
ASMR is carpet cleaning for me.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I love to watch the carpet cleaning videos.
Yeah. So yeah, no, Dr.
I love it. I don't know why. It's
I watched her videos on YouTube before she got her show. So yeah,
No.
I did. Yeah, but no, so I guess they did this same concept but for feet, and the feet.
Like, I can't even be like a person that does pedicures. Like, ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
touching people. I choose dentist.
Yeah,
think we
I
all
would choose dentist. I would choose dentist, and I would just have my hygienist or whatever do most of the work.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
come in there like, yeah, you did a good job.
Okay, you ready? Get my tools?
Yep.
Joop, joop. Done.
We're good.
Yeah.
And
Just fill
make the money.
cavities.
Yeah, just give me the money, right?
Yeah.
Do like a pharmacist. Like,
Yeah.
don't do the actual work. Just
Right.
kind of sign off on stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's like really bad teeth out there, but yeah, no.
And gum disease.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can deal with that.
But that's the thing; they have the suction and stuff, so a lot of
Yeah.
it you don't have to do. Like, and then somebody does it for you. So
That's
I'm like,
true.
it's not as bad as having to go in and somebody has like, dead
Athlete's
skin
foot and-
growing on their foot for like
Yes.
years at a time.
Yeah.
Like gross toenail. Blech. Anyways, let me stop.
Yeah.
Let me stop. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Some of y'all might be eating. Okay, so that was your either
That's
or.
mine, yeah.
I'm gonna go either or with people.
Okay.
Okay, so either Emily Blunt, and this could be like, doesn't necessarily have to be like wanting to like smash them, just talent wise.
Okay.
Like them as a person, just because they're kind of similar people I picked. So Emily Blunt or Natalie Portman.
Oh, that one's really tough.
Is that
for
a
me.
hard one?
For
That's
me,
a
it
hard
is,
one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because I think nowadays I go Emily Blunt.
Yeah, actually, I think I would too. 5
She's
years ago,
so
I would have said
great.
Natalie Portman, but I think Emily Blunt.
What's the last thing that Natalie
Natalie.
Portman's done?
She was in a movie called Annihilation.
I saw
Oh
that.
yeah, okay.
I can't think of anything she's done since then.
Yeah, yeah. I really haven't. Hasn't she been
I would
having
say-
babies and stuff?
Oh, she made May December with Julianne Moore in this past year on Netflix.
Was
Oh.
she in that?
It was her and
She
Julianne
did
Moore.
something with. I know she did a movie with. Was it? I think it was another movie with Ashton Kutcher. It's very similar to their.
No Strings Attached, similar to that.
But I think it was very similar to that. It was like kind of the same concept. I was like, guys made the same movie.
Yeah. I can't honestly.
Honestly, I
May
don't.
December is the last thing she did, and that was last year.
actually, I'm looking 2022.
Oh, yeah, she was a
Thor,
reporter.
Thor:
Yeah.
Love and
Yeah.
Thunder. She did that May December. That was 2023. Yeah. Other than that, it looks like that was her most recent movie.
Honestly, I mean, when it comes to Natalie Portman, as far as her work, I mean, the one that sticks out to me is Black Swan. But other
Oh
than
yeah,
that,
for sure.
She's an amazing actress.
She
actually.
is. She was great in Closer.
Where the Heart Is.
Yeah, where the
God,
heart
that
is.
movie's great.
Yeah,
But yeah, I will say I'm gonna go with Emily Blunt.
me too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She's
'cause
in Oppenheimer, which I know neither of you want to see, but she's really good in Oppenheimer.
Who?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw her in Fallout Guy. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like, she's pretty cool in that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
So
Jillian, do you have one? Or do you want to take some out the book?
Yeah, let's do something out of the book.
Yeah, No Strings Attached. That was the same exact movie as Friends with Benefits. I was like, that's interesting.
oh, that's with Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake. Yeah,
It's the same movie.
Same movie.
I was like,
Exact same
okay.
movie. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all just...
I like No
Pick some
Strings Attached
different
better.
actors.
Yeah.
I think I will say I like Friends with Benefits
Really?
better. Yeah, because I've definitely seen it more. I like them both, though.
Yeah. They're both fun.
They're the same
cute.
movie. It was,
It's a good way to spend 2
yeah,
hours.
hooking up. It turns into something more.
Yeah.
Love is old as time.
Tales all this time. Yeah.
All
Oh, yeah,
right.
tale as old as time.
Okay, here's one. Would you rather be extremely lucky or extremely smart, but not both?
Lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be extremely smart. You can just be smart. But I'd rather have luck. Because
Yeah.
I'm probably not extremely smart, but I'm smart. So.
Well, no, you are extremely smart.
Okay. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, you are.
I was just say, yeah, if I have just like a baseline intelligence,
Yeah, but luck comes in handy.
Yeah, and sometimes people you don't think they deserve it, but it's like, why did they win the lottery?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I could go win the lottery and be somewhat smart, that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll be good.
I'm gonna take luck too.
Definitely.
Okay, in 19th century, the British Navy decided to dispel the superstition that Friday was an unlucky day. The keel of a new ship was laid on a Friday. She was named the HMS Friday, commanded by Captain Friday, and finally went to sea on a Friday. Neither the ship nor her crew were ever heard of again. Damn.
Oh, damn. So
That-
it has everything to do with Friday? Did it have anything to do with the 13th?
They were just saying the superstition that Friday is an unlucky day. It didn't say anything about Friday the 13th.
Oh, well, I
didn't
think
hear
the
that.
stereotype,
Yes,
the
the 13th.
superstition is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do Channing Tatum or Scott Eastwood.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum 8 years ago, Scott Eastwood now. So if we're talking about in their prime,
Agreed.
Scott Eastwood.
Yeah.
Honestly, than that rodeo movie
Oh yeah.
and like a throwaway role in one of the two of the.
He was in the Fast and Furious movies.
I can't remember if he was.
He was in some other stuff.
So if you just look at him, would you pick, like, you prefer
He's
him?
hot though.
Like
Yeah, he's
hotness.
Just
No,
like talent, I don't know, Janice. It's her question. Whatever you
Well,
want.
I would say just because to me they're both like very attractive men, but
Yeah.
they're not great actors.
Yeah.
I'll take Shannon. Thank you.
Okay.
Scott, what's his name? Scott Eastwood.
Yeah.
I was gonna see what other movies he was in.
He's very handsome.
He's so handsome. He looks just like his baby.
He does.
Honey.
He does.
Gran Torino, Overdrive.
Are you sure that's the right Eastwood?
Yeah, I think he's in both.
Yeah.
Both of them are in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, he was in Suicide Squad. Was he in Suicide Squad?
I don't remember him.
Oh yeah, he sure was. Yeah, he was.
He was in there for like a split second.
He was hot.
and
He
killed.
was hot in it. Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I never saw that.
The
Yeah.
second one.
Uprising. Yep.
Yeah. Trash.
Oh, Trouble with the Curve. That was a good movie.
He was in that.
Mm-hmm.
See, that shows you.
Yeah.
I think he was mostly like his daddy's. He's just riding on his daddy's coattails
Yeah.
a little
that's
bit.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Talent wise.
So talent wise, I guess I'd have to go
Channing
Channing
Tatum.
Tatum.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because he's good.
What'd you think?
Yeah.
So I hear that Blink Twice. Are you gonna go see
I
that?
am going to see it. I'm excited. I'm not the biggest Zoe Kravitz fan, but I will see it for sure. Just because it looks.
Oh, you're not as big. Are you? Do you like anybody you went to school with, Michael? That's the second person you went to school with. And you're like, I'm not a fan.
Well, it's not that I think. I don't think she's as great. I think she's overrated. I just think she's a
Okay.
little overrated. I don't have a problem with her. She's fine.
She's a
She's
nepo
a
baby.
She's a nepo baby.
Yeah, and that's
She's
fine.
a nepo baby.
And that's totally fine. Like, I don't have anything against nepo babies. I just, everyone's like, oh my god, Zoe Kravitz, and I'm like, yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Honestly, Zoe Kravitz. Like,
She used to be on my cell phone.
yeah,
what's, what's a really
How do we
great
know?
role that Zoe's done?
Can't tell you.
I think she has a lot of potential. I think, I think she'll get.
Actually, you know what? I did like her in Big Little Lies.
See, I never saw Big Little Lies.
Oh yeah, I heard
But
that is good.
I've heard that I would need to watch.
I've never
it.
seen it
You
either.
know, first of all, read the book, then
Watch the series.
watch the series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the X-Men movies. She was the angel.
No,
Oh, and Divergent. She was cute in that.
She was good in Batman.
She was definitely like she's not the greatest. Like she's always done like
She's
little
fine.
small roles.
She's
Yeah.
kind of smug.
She's not really done any leading lady roles,
no,
and she's smug.
she's smug.
Okay, yeah, I
She's-
don't like smug people.
In real life, she's.
Oh, Rough
smug.
Night. That was a funny movie.
Oh, I didn't see it, but I know
Rough
what it is.
Night.
I haven't seen it.
Rough Night with Scarlett Johansson.
I haven't seen that
her.
one.
It's super funny. You guys should watch it.
Okay.
It's pretty much Girls Trip, but the white version.
Okay.
Like it's the exact same
Same
thing.
movie, yeah.
That's the same thing.
Okay.
Kind of like we were just talking about how No Strings Attached is the same movie, same thing.
Friends was yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's only movies worth mentioning, and they're all are very small roles. And I did not think she was good in Batman. I did not think the Batman was good at all. So I didn't like it at all.
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Honestly, when it comes, because Batman's my favorite superhero. I like the darker version.
I do too.
And that's why I like the Chris Nolan Batman.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises and
Yeah, I like
And
the
even the-
upbeat Superman type.
No, I don't.
I understand.
I feel like.
But I'm like a Superman over Batman person, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just feel like Batman is more real.
And yes. Yeah, I
Whereas,
agree.
like, okay, this could actually happen in real
Manhattan.
life.
Yeah.
No,
Wait.
it couldn't.
Well, Gotham is very
No, it
Manhattan-y.
What do you mean?
No, it couldn't.
What do you
I
mean?
see what you mean. Yeah, like it,
Meaning it's not a superpower that's either
It's gadgets.
extraterrestrial or some kind of superpower that's been gained from a bite.
That's what I always go with Batman, because he's not an actual superhero. Like, he doesn't have
He
any
is.
superpowers.
He
I'm like,
is. He's a superhero. Don't get me started. He is a superhero.
not a superhero.
In fact, I feel like
he's a man that
no,
fights crime.
No,
Sounds like a police officer.
shut up. But I'm just saying, for him to
He
go,
works at the police department.
shut up.
They have a signal for him.
They do.
Like, bring in the big guns.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So for me, the way I feel with Batman, for him to be a superhero without superpowers, knowing he has to live more with his mortality than I think that the Superman would, where if you're invincible.
Which is why I'm like, you just need to, this is not your realm. Get out of here. You could die today.
You don't belong here.
You do not belong here.
And still he hangs with the big boys, and
He does hang with the big boys.
And he does his thing.
At least you admit it, they the big boys.
Who's your favorite Batman? Which one?
My favorite Batman is going to be... Damn, Michael Keaton.
Me too.
Just really...
Me too.
It's just that I think... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Michael Keaton, and I think number 2 will have to be Christian Bale.
Yeah, me too.
I did really like Ben Affleck's Batman.
I actually really did too.
I didn't see that
I
one.
just really wish...
You didn't watch the Wonder Woman's or the Justice League? Justice League was really good.
Was it?
I liked
enjoyed
it.
it.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. The Zack Snyder extended cut, I really did like it. I just think...
so fucking long.
It's very long. And
I like it, but damn.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been what would have been released. I just felt like...
There's no way. Because
Because-
way too much.
I think, honestly...
It was way fleshed out.
Yeah, it was very fleshed out, which would not have been his final version that he released to theaters. But I do like the fact that they gave more
I mean, it's 4
screen
hours.
time to Cyborg.
Whoa.
3. I think it was like 3 hours.
3.5.
It's a long
That's a long time.
version.
Yeah.
So
About 4 hours of your life.
Yeah.
yeah, so it wouldn't have
Maybe
been, of course,
not that long,
they
I'm
would have
exaggerating.
cut it in half, but I did like the fact that they gave more screen time to the Cyborg character, which I think that's what made it better.
I think they needed to give him more storage because really I was just like, who the hell is this cyborg guy?
And I think that's
Cool.
why it didn't
Oh, you
work.
didn't watch any of it.
No.
Yeah.
So you don't like any superhero movies, Michael?
I do. I like Marvel. I like them. I don't love them. I don't go. I don't.
Oh, you do like Marvel.
I do. Yeah.
Okay,
I do.
so-
There's a lot of good
Because
stories.
I don't like DC
We
very
were-
much.
Yeah, DC's okay.
I do like DC.
But I liked Justice League and all
So,
that.
of the
Wonder Woman
Marvel
was cool.
movies, what's your top 3 Marvel movies?
Civil War.
I think it's everybody's.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean,
It's
like,
so
It's
good.
one of the
fucking good.
few.
Not Civil War. I'm sorry. Winter Soldier is the one I'm always thinking everybody.
Winter
always talks about.
Soldier
Oh, okay.
But I
It's
do
my
love
favorite.
Civil War.
Civil War
is good, but Winter Soldier is my favorite.
Probably-
No, not my favorite, but top 3
Which Winter Soldier?
is top 3.
Oh,
yes.
okay. I'd say probably. Oh, I just had it at the tip of my tongue, and now it's gone.
Who's in it?
I don't even remember. I had one. I liked
Iron
Doctor
Man?
Strange. I liked the first. For Captain America doesn't get enough credit. The very first one.
Ooh, hated it.
Really?
Ooh, only one I didn't like.
Oh, I love that one.
Only one I was straight up like, ooh, never want to watch it again.
Really interesting.
He's like,
Horrible.
hit and miss.
I like the red skull guy.
Yeah.
It was
But
cool.
I mean, it is his origin story, so
Right.
it is still important to the storyline. So it's like one of those things where like I'll force myself to watch it.
Sure. Yeah. But I guess Iron Man, the first one's really good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Peter Parker Spider-Mans with Tom Holland.
Really?
Yeah, those are good.
I haven't seen
I
any of
don't
those.
like Homecoming, but I like the other ones.
Oh, that's the second one, right?
Yeah, the Homecoming's the first one.
It's the
actually.
first one.
I don't think I like origin stories.
Okay.
Maybe I'm like, I need to get into the story because I don't like the first Thor either.
Oh, I love the first Thor. Yeah, I forgot about
Like,
Thor.
it's okay.
It was okay.
But
yeah.
but for sure, I think
The last one.
what was the middle one, Ragnarok. That's like one of my favorite.
that one was
Marvel
good.
movies.
Oh
Kate
yeah,
Blanchett?
Ragnarok is very good.
Yeah. See, I like Marvel. I just, I don't get super jazzed about it, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So for me, when it comes to Marvel, it's the 2 Black Panther movies. So Black Panther and Wakanda Forever, Winter Soldier, and Ragnarok.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Ragnarok. I would probably go with Avengers: Age of Ultron. That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
so good.
that one. Yeah,
So good.
so good. And then I probably have to go with one of the either Civil War or Winter Soldier. Yeah, because even the newer ones like Eternals and Shang-Chi.
Bless you.
I think there was. Michael.
Yes, that's one name of one.
I did like the Black Widow movie.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just-
and then I do think Black Panther's up there too. So
Yeah,
the
Black-
first Black Panther, not
Yeah.
the second one.
I love the second one. There's a reason. I loved it. I
haven't only watched it the one time. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I loved it, honestly, when it came to I understand why they were nominated for an Oscar, because the world building for the whole Namor under the water, somebody said that they did a better, that's what Aquaman should have been.
Oh.
How they built the world,
because I don't like Aquaman. Aquaman's like, I want to like it, but it's like, it's hard watch.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah.
The second one was way better though.
Yeah. So I think with, like I said, the world building, the music, the costumes.
Yeah.
It's for a superhero movie. It was
High
leaps
quality.
and bounds. Just amazing building those two worlds with the first movie with Wakanda, and then with the second movie with I can't remember, Telecon, which is like their society, underwater society. But I sometimes you look at someone's creativity and you see that, I'm just like, dang, like
I know you did that.
You did that. You pulled from actual Latin culture to be able to come up with this world. So I just thought that was just amazing and well done. And especially knowing that they did this whole process of coming up with the script and everything while grieving the loss of Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
I think that was probably the roughest part for me. I'm sure that was a lot, and the fact that they kept going was...
I can't imagine. Yeah. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Now, it was hard to say they should, but I'm glad they did. So.
Yeah.
Your turn. You have it either or.
So let's do like talent.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say Kirsten Dunst
Talent.
or Jessica Biel.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, I love her.
Absolutely. Jessica Biel.
You're both like,
Candy. She was good in that.
Oh, yeah.
She was really good in
I'm
that.
trying to think of what else she was really good in. She was in The
Seventh
Illusionist.
Heaven. She was good in Seventh Heaven.
She was in The Illusionist, and she was in the movie.
She was summer. Yeah, she was in that. Summer
she did.
Catch. I mean,
Yeah, Summer
yeah,
Catch.
there was that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Horrible.
ever since she
Yeah, it's
got
terrible.
married,
A horrible book of. Oh, The Sinner. That was good.
Oh. I know what that is.
Oh
I
yeah,
never
it's the
saw
first
it.
season. Yeah,
I never
never saw
watched
it.
it, but I did hear really great reviews about her acting.
Maybe she's...
I'm not saying
Maybe
that
she's
she's not.
gotten better.
I'm not saying that she's not talented. It's just I think right now, I think her career is not the forefront of her mind.
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
saying
think
that
it ever was.
Yeah.
When was it?
Denise.
When she was posing for Playboy after Seventh Heaven and then doing Summer Catch.
Denise. Yeah, I mean, she did do,
What,
like I said,
Julian?
she did do Sinner, and she did do.
She did The Sinner and
Candy.
she did Candy.
And I think
That's it.
I'm sure she has other projects like in the works, but I don't think advancing her career is the forefront of her mind right now, which is fine. That's totally her thing. But
Neither is it Kristen Dunst's, but we know her book of work is way better.
Yeah, she's got a good body of work.
Now, with Kristen Dunst, like she just did the Civil War movie.
Yeah, she did.
I heard really great things. I haven't seen it. It's supposed to
haven't
start
either.
streaming pretty soon. I can't remember. I think it's on Peacock.
I think Peacock, yeah.
Did she just come? That's like her first movie in a long time.
Kristen Dunst?
She did the Power of the Dog 2 years ago, and she was nominated for her first Oscar for that.
She definitely does a lot more like
Indie stuff
movies now. She was definitely more mainstream at one point,
I
but
agree.
I think she definitely started going more. I believe in the script.
Oh yeah, Art
Type
House.
stuff.
Yeah.
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 I loved her in The Virgin Suicides. That's my favorite performance of hers.
We love that movie.
So heartbreaking.
Wasn't she
Beautiful.
Was she in White Oleander too with
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
I never saw it, so I'm not sure.
Let's talk about Virgin Suicides, and then we can move on to our main topic. Because what did you think about the parents in that movie? So Virgin Suicides is basically about these two parents that are like so controlling over their daughters and like they won't let them do anything.
Yeah.
And then like these boys across the street that have crushes on them and like kind of like put this fantasy on them. Just for whatever reason they hang out, maybe, I don't know, and then they end up killing themselves. What do you think that was really about? Like, what do we really think that movie was talking about? Because you're an indie guy.
Yeah, I got. Do you want to go first?
No, you go.
Okay,
I have the same question as Janice. What do you think?
So for me,
Because I was like, it was just like really overbearing parents and they killed themselves.
I think
There's more to it.
Kathleen Turner and James Woods did a great job of depicting two people who are so. They instill so much guilt in their children and shame, a lot of shame. So I think the girls were so repressed, and they're not trying to, like, fuck the whole world. They're like they have desires.
Which is normal.
which is totally normal.
And their
parents just like suppress that. Like, no, that's bad. You can't.
Don't even talk about it.
Don't even talk about it.
Think about it. Because even the little one, the first one that you tried to commit suicide.
Yes.
What was the reasoning for her wanting to commit suicide?
I think it was just honestly, I think this is a silly answer, but I think it was just a really depressing house. Like, it was
That's what I'm saying. The crazy part is that it's got to be something about like it's about parenting and rearing of your children and not
suffocating them.
Yes, because I'm like all of your children committed, every single one committed suicide.
I think that was their it was more an FU to the parents.
Like,
and
we're
also,
in control over this.
and then also to gain control and
That's
also for escape.
Yes.
How
they couldn't
to get out of this situation, they felt like that was the only way.
Yeah.
That's how I
totally
perceived
agree.
it. I definitely thought it was in a big FU to the parents. Be like,
You're gonna treat us
wait for me to take control and say FU to them.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think so too.
That's how I perceived it.
I do think there's a lot of guilt though from having the gall to be attracted to boys or to go out of their comfort zone.
Kirsten Dunst's character with her whole entire hookup.
Yeah.
With that one boy, Josh Hartnett's character.
Yeah.
I was like, so what was that about saying that like she dared to do that?
Yeah. How dare she be
and
like
then she
sexual?
Still was like with her sisters and like, yeah, let's just kill ourselves anyways.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, whose idea was it to kill themselves?
I think they just all collectively hated living. Yeah.
Like
it's
it
really
was like,
sad.
yeah, because they killed themselves in the weird, just the worst ways. Like,
yeah.
Except for maybe the car one, I'm like, I might have been okay.
Yeah.
But the head in the oven, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's some Sylvia Plath stuff.
Yeah.
One like fell and impaled herself with a freaking fence. Like,
I remember that.
damn.
Yeah.
Was it 5 or 6 girls?
It was 5 girls. 5 girls.
Well, yeah. It was a great movie. I love it. It's one of my
Or
favorites.
4. Was it 4? Maybe 5.
I think it's 5. Yeah.
Anyway, so anyways, I was just wondering because I've always been like,
What's it
does
about?
that movie mean? Like, what is it really trying to get to?
But that's what I love about indie movies is that it makes you ask questions and not to discredit like big budget movies because they're great too. But indies are really like the thing. Like,
did you ever watch Bones and All?
I did. I did not like it, but I love the concept. I didn't like the execution, and I hated the ending.
Oh my god, I was so upset. I was so upset. I was like,
I know.
I hate when movies end. I'm like,
we were all like,
God.
are you freaking
That's
kidding
the way it
me?
ends. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell?
I know.
Yeah.
No,
we won't spoil it
Yeah.
at all for anyone who hasn't watched it. It's
but
one of those things.
Bones and All.
It was like
It's a
the whole
bummer.
time we're like every like 10 minutes we're like, what the hell?
I know.
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, it was very like, yeah. That was another movie. It's like, who came up with this?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you're thinking it's going one direction and they kind of pull it back and only to go all the way back to that door. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute.
You know what? It's the same filmmaker as Call Me by Your Name and Challengers. He's the same guy that made Bones and All.
I loved Challengers.
Yeah,
And
he's
that
the same
Challengers
guy.
was the same way. It didn't really give you.
I never saw it. You can say
You
it.
should watch it.
I need to watch it. I want to see it.
Because it does not give a good. It does not clean everything up in a bow either.
Okay.
And I know
need
some
to
people doesn't like that, but I actually like the ambiguous ending
I do
for some
too.
movies. I'm like,
Depending.
I like to
my
come up with.
own-
I like to come up with my own.
Yeah.
I
That's
like to
fine.
come up
Yeah.
exactly. I like to come up with my own. I know for sure Stacey's like, no, I need them to
Give me a
spell it out for
concrete
me.
ending. Yeah.
Yeah. So
A lot of people
I
don't like that.
personally, I love that because then I can put my own
Opinion
and
Yeah.
to the ending. But yeah, no, Challengers loved it.
I need to see it.
You know, I'm like, damn, Zendaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zendaya did a bomb job.
Just the
and
trailer. I was like, oh wow, I want to
Yes.
see this.
Michael.
It's interesting. It
I
is.
need to see
It definitely gives that same vibe, like Challengers.
Yeah.
Bones and All.
Call Me
Like
by Your
all
Name.
very
yeah.
like
Yeah.
what's going on here? Call Me by Your Name. I need to write that one down.
It's okay. It's not great. I mean, it's overrated. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Timothée Chalamet is brilliant." And
You'll
he is
say
good.
that, and then
He's
I'll
good.
be like, I love it. It was the best thing ever.
Well, a lot of people love. I mean,
I have very low,
no.
a low baseline for movie
No, that's certainly not what I'm implying.
We
I
literally
just-
talked about Spice World last week, so.
Well, look, I love Bring It On. Like, there's some movies that, like,
Did I ever make you watch Spice World?
no.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I made Michael watch it.
You know what? Actually, I think you did because I didn't see it in theaters.
I'm pretty sure I
think you
did
saw it at
because
your
I was
house.
obsessed.
Denise
Yeah.
had it on VHS.
I
had it
remember.
on
No, I
VHS.
do remember that. I do remember
Yes, that movie.
Yeah. But you know what? Speaking of Bring It On, that one, for something that came out such a long time ago, is stood the test of time.
that. Yeah, it's still iconic.
That's like iconic, and like I still
I'm
know the cheer.
popular, I'm cute.
And
I'm sexy. I'm cute.
I'm popular to view. Bitch and gray hair.
The
The
boys
boys
all
all love to
stare.
stare. I'm wanted. I'm odd. I'm everything you're not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know parts
that's
of
a good
that.
one.
Yeah.
The whole, we could go the whole.
We
Yeah,
could
I'm
go.
sure you could.
Me and
Yeah.
Denise can go.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I know we've literally. Do we want to do any more? Do we want to go ahead and jump to our main topic?
Yeah, we can jump to our main topic because that's going to be it. We got some stuff to say. So.
We got some stuff
Yeah.
to say. Okay, so, all right, give us 1 second. We'll be right back.
Kissing in Paris, I guess we could do it in French. Wow. Eating low maintenance, child for now, child. She got me wildin' now. Rory Italian, child for now, child. Yeah, she making that shake, breaking that back till her back break. Wow. Yeah. Crazy how you made it.
Who's back breaking?
You want to do what and which?
You want to do where? You want to go what and where? We don't do that.
That was Bryson Tiller doing Chow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Chow it is.
All right. Interesting. So this week, okay, so we're kind of, with the election coming up, I think a lot of us have a lot to say on it. So we are going to be talking about the upcoming election for 2024 with Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to talk about today,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm sure we have a lot to
Denise
say.
is not as excited, but
I mean,
I am.
There's things to say, so I'm fine with it. But I already know who I'm voting for, so
Yeah.
it is what
I don't
it
think
is.
any of us do.
Just,
Ain't
yeah, I
nothing
think,
finna change. Ain't nobody. Okay.
yeah. So
yeah.
just quick heads up, we are all voting for the same person. It will not change between now and November. I only do early voting.
You too.
Anyways, you will never catch me at
Wait.
a polling place on election day.
election day.
I've done it. Yeah.
No. You've done it? No.
Yeah,
I've seen those lines.
It's too much.
Absolutely
Even when I
not.
did it the last time, it was pretty
Not
quick
that
and
bad.
painless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it was
good.
quick and painless.
I'm an early vote. I will always
too.
do early voting.
Just to avoid. For me, it's just the time, avoiding the lines.
Yeah, because you never know if you wait after early voting, you really don't know what situation you're gonna
It's
find
true.
yourself in.
You
Yeah.
don't want to not forget
Sometimes
to
you'll
vote.
go there, it'll be zoom, zoom, zoom. Another time you go there, it'll be an hour and a half.
Or maybe longer.
Yeah.
In some cities, like I remember
Oh, there's
Atlanta,
no way in hell. I'd
there was
probably
like
get out the
3-hour
line.
lane. Right.
I'll probably be like,
But
fuck
they're
it.
trying to make it like that. They're trying to make it like
I mean,
that.
probably, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I see that line too long, I'm trying because I have like drove up to like the polling booth to go vote and been like, oh, never mind,
Yeah.
and like go back another day.
and that's why I do early voting because
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about
So
that.
exactly right. I think
Right.
it is important to do early voting. So everybody, and when do we know when early voting is?
I actually don't. Do you?
I
no.
don't. I can look it
I'm
up.
sure it's gonna give us the date soon.
Yeah,
because
we'll
I
find
think
out.
I don't think it's
They already usually
Maybe it's not been
early voting in
announced.
Texas is usually 2 weeks before.
Is it 2 weeks?
2 or 3
Okay.
weeks before election. I think Texas is trying to change it up. I think it's usually stops the Saturday, the Sunday before election day. So
Okay.
So I have a question for you guys. So how similar do you think this election is going to be to? Is it the 2020 election? No, sorry,
2016.
2016 election with Hillary and Trump versus now it's Kamala and Trump, because it's basically the same thing, except I feel like we have an additional barrier
Sure. Yeah.
in our way with her being a woman of color.
Right.
But I also think in 2016 the country wasn't quite ready for a female president, even
agree.
though I think that we were close.
Yeah, I mean, she got more of the popular votes
Yeah.
by 3
Yeah,
million votes. So
exactly.
it's like, it just proves that it was the desire was there.
The desire was there
Yes.
for.
Trump has never won the popularity.
No.
He is not he's never had the majority of America.
No.
Ever.
That's a good thing, though. That does
Reassuring.
offer some comfort.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that he has never. Of course, he says it's a lie. You know.
Yeah.
I won by big margins.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I watched this clip of these kids making Donald Trump impressions.
That's so good.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
And the fact that these kids even see these weird ticks and things that he does. I'm like, that's crazy that the kids
impressive.
even know. They're like, it's gonna be huge. It's bigger than it ever been. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's so funny to me the way Trump kind of uses very
Bigly,
it's just, he's very
grandiose.
no, it's the way he talks. He's like he like dumbs it down.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's
All
him.
the
He's just
way
talking.
to the bottom. I guess it's the way he talks, and
Yeah.
it's the way to
Honestly-
like not have to like elaborate on anything
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
because everything is huge. All no one, everyone. It's very like
definite,
matter of fact.
definite,
It's
yeah.
definite. It's never it's never percentages. It's
Yeah.
all, none,
The best.
the best, the,
The
worst. Record-breaking numbers.
Yeah.
Or it's always something where he knows a fact, but he doesn't know it.
People are saying.
And he never says people are saying. It'll be something people are saying or something that's like out there, and it's now fact because he says it.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how
yeah,
he
I think
goes.
for him, me personally, when I listen to him, it literally sounds like word salad.
Yeah.
For me, you're just throwing a bunch of words out there, and hoping that people will grasp onto a particular word and kind of fill in the blanks on their own.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that's how I feel. When
It gets very salesy.
yeah.
Yes.
So when I listen to him, I'm just like, I don't understand. I'm lost. What is he trying to say?
Because when you're in sales, you talk about
Abstract.
it's the best. It's very abstract. It's pre-environment as opposed to post-environment. This is what it should be.
yeah.
This is what it should do. This is what it's developed to do. As opposed to, hey, when we did the testing on this is what we came up. It's not. It's just very salesy.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I say that and I'm in sales, but
Right. Right. So you would know. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I would know because it's just like, is he a good salesman? Yes, and I think that's what his thing is. He just appeals to whatever he thinks is going to get him what he wants.
In the moment. Yeah.
I don't even think he's a good salesman. He knows how to sell himself. If
That's
he's
a
selling
good salesman because you sell yourself before you sell anything.
And when it comes
Sales
to
101.
selling, if it's not about him specifically, no, he can't sell it.
So in my opinion, when it comes to sales and kind of the baseline of sales, you're always selling yourself. You're the first thing that's being like. It sounds weird, but you're selling yourself first. That's like if you go and buy a car, I want to buy from the car salesman that's having a good time.
Yeah.
That likes his job. That's making
Yeah.
this a fun experience.
Yeah.
As opposed, like you can tell me everything about this car and you can give me all the facts. I don't really care. I already know what I want.
Right.
Right. So now it's about the experience and you making this fun and
Yeah.
maybe you showing me something I didn't know in a fun way. So I do think. Well, obviously it's not fun with Trump, but he definitely sells himself.
Yeah. I agree.
Make me president. I'll fix everything. Don't worry your pretty little head what it is I'm going to fix, but I'll fix it.
I think with Trump, he just got lucky with a really great slogan, "Make America Great Again." That was it.
Yeah.
That was.
But he also came up with that slogan, and that was a very good slogan to
Marketable.
have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very marketable, and that's
I think
marketing and sales is hand in hand.
That's exactly I think that's what won him the election personally. Because right now, I personally think that with both Biden and with Hillary, he did like really cute catchphrases with Hillary, Crooked Hillary.
Yeah.
With Biden,
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. And he has not been able to get a catchy catchphrase for Kamala.
Other than calling her nasty, that's it.
And it's not working. And I think
Nasty?
Yeah.
When did he call her nasty?
He's called her nasty a couple times.
I mean, he does that
Why
for
does he call her nasty?
That's for every woman.
Every woman is nasty because they're against him.
Yeah.
They're like going against him.
Oh.
That's reason why it's not really sticking to her, because like you call every woman that, so it's kind of like, okay, she's
Not just
one of many. Okay, so whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that's
because honestly, with Hillary, that was
he branded Hillary.
the only reason why he won that election. I feel like is because of that whole email thing.
Yes.
Benghazi.
Yeah, Benghazi, all of that. That he wrote that all the way to the bank, all the way to the polls.
Yeah. I don't even think Benghazi, because in that case, then there's if you're going to blame Hillary for Benghazi, then.
Well, I'm just saying, crooked Hillary, wasn't that what it was about?
Yeah.
Crooked Hillary was about the emails.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about.
There are people using the word Benghazi. They don't even know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No, they don't. I mean, even when you said it, I was like, "Oh yeah, Benghazi.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right." but I'm just saying, like, it was like those emails, her accessing it at home, which really was such a small thing that happened, but he blew it up. Then everybody's like, oh, she is crooked. Oh, she is going to do something bad to this country. And then you get all those people who have these little, they were slightly all the way on his side now.
I know.
All the way on his side.
It's true. It's
And
very
so
true.
I do think it's crazy and I do think what people say about him not having as much time to come up with the concept of like what's wrong with her is what he's using to, like, what Kamala's able to because I honestly thought that Kamala was, there's no way when she first got elected, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, we'll see what happens, but I think with Kamala, because she kind of has a clean record, you know, between her being a
Prosecutor.
district attorney, attorney general, senator, vice president. You can't really
Have a lot of skeletons.
Yes.
Yeah.
In her closet. They're trying to say, oh, she slept her way to the top. You say that about every woman.
That's just.
You said
so
she can't have a lot of skeletons in her closet because she's a senator?
I'm just saying, as far as
She got
a
far.
well-known, like,
And a
brand.
prosecutor.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as a brand. So the Clintons are a brand that's been around in politics for a long time. The Bushes. The Clintons.
Yeah.
Those are brands that have been around for a very,
The
Kennedys, very long time. So I think once you've been around for a long time, even if it's not true, even with the Bidens, when they're talking about, oh, the Biden crime family. Now, as far as like Hunter and Burisma and how he got that job, 100% he got that job because of who his daddy is.
Yeah.
To say that Joe Biden did anything wrong, if they want to pay him for what they perceive as access versus is Joe actually going to do anything to use that connection to actually influence actual policy, I didn't see that. At least they didn't bring proof on that. It's not enough just for him to have that job. You have to show me, okay, what did he actually do that was illegal that connected him and this company versus his actual job as a vice president for the United States, which I never connected. Now, if they did, I would have been like, okay, well, Joe, come on now.
Well, Don Jr. has done so much more than Hunter Biden.
Between
and they don't seem to care about
and Ivanka's husband.
Jared Kushner. Yeah, he's a mess. He's a mess.
Julian said,
Yeah.
Now, Jared Kushner, come on now. He was
Yeah.
selling access left, right, and center.
And so who is so let's talk about Kamala Harris, and who is her vice president
Tim
nominee?
Walz.
Tim Walz. Yeah.
Okay, and we like him.
We do.
We do. So he is a current governor of what state? Wisconsin?
No, I forgot.
He's the current governor of. Hold on.
You like him though, Michael?
I do. He's very lovable. I mean, I know that sounds silly of a politician, but there's something
But I
very.
think vice presidents,
Minnesota.
that's kind of what they are supposed to do. They're kind of supposed to be the
cheerleader.
positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like that's how vice presidents are.
Yeah, I agree.
I think right
It's a
now.
staple piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
Tim Walz, school teacher. So he's not someone you can say, oh, he's
The school teacher.
Yeah, he used to be a school teacher
for a very long time.
long time.
He has
He was his military. He doesn't. That's the thing.
Yeah, he
can't-
doesn't come from money, and that's part of his appeal is that he's just an average Joe.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
I actually think it's the same reason why people were wanting Trump in the beginning was like, he's not a politician. He's
Right.
not going to like, well, look, you getting that with this guy then?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
I will say, for me, Kamala's very impressive.
She is.
I'm very impressed with the fact that she did not come from a background of money.
No.
She is a woman of color. She just worked her way up.
She did.
Yeah, she did. She
Man,
is
they
the
did.
child of two immigrants. So
Which I'm sure people do not like that.
A lot of people don't.
But please understand, when you're a child of immigrants, a lot is expected of you.
Yes.
When your parents immigrate here from another country, there's a lot of expectation and a lot of pressure, and
Right.
she definitely rose to it. And so for her, I know she earned everything she's gotten because she's had to. No one is going to hand anything to her.
Yeah.
So for people to say, "Oh, she slept around," I'm like, I don't believe that at
You
all.
can say that about any person.
First of all, if the woman slept around and
Yeah.
what's the problem?
Yeah. People were saying, "Oh, I guess she
Because I'm
did."
pretty sure these politician men are sleeping around,
Of
honey.
course.
Oh, for sure.
They always have been.
So
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah,
Oh,
they have their
Stop worrying about
mistresses
who's in her
or
bed.
mistress or
Page boys.
Who you sleep with has no bearing on if you can do the job.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if the woman you're sleeping with was underage,
Matt Gates.
it's she's reporting sexual
Thank you.
assault. You know,
Donald Trump.
If she's your daughter that you're talking about, I mean,
Anthony Weiner.
you know, these are people where I'm like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the same reason why, even though I was gonna say Bill Clinton, but Bill shouldn't have did what he did.
Yeah.
Either.
No. He
Yeah.
was
He
a player.
You shouldn't have done it. Listen, if you wanted to sleep with that woman, that's fine. You didn't have to do it in the Oval Office.
And you
Yeah.
didn't have to lie
And
about
you
it.
didn't have to lie about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
That's
was
why
in
I
a
had a
position of power where she's
It
an
was a
intern,
problem.
you're the
Of
president.
course.
It definitely was a
Very
problem. It
problematic.
wasn't Hillary's problem, but it was definitely a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people blamed her for that. I mean, people
just
were
like-
it's like, how would you blame the...
Oh, I thought it wasn't her. I was like, it was her problem. She was the only one that should have been a problem for.
No,
mostly.
Yeah, some people were like, oh, but Hillary's married to Bill. It's like,
So,
And
what's your point? Like,
because she stayed with him, I guess.
Right.
But I'm like,
a lot of people do. And
Yeah.
she loves him and...
Melania's still with Trump,
Right.
but doesn't
It's
look
not
like
an issue.
Doesn't look like of her own accord, though.
Yeah,
I don't know. She looks
she's
like she wants out real
trapped.
bad.
Yeah. She is trapped.
Real bad.
Like a
Did you see
mug.
that thing where Donald said that she looked like that Kamala in her picture looked like Melania? I was like,
No,
No.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
okay.
my
I know it was
God.
like on People or something on
One of
Time.
those magazines, yeah.
It was
Wow.
on Time, and she was like, a really beautiful picture of Kamala. And he's like, okay, she does look nice. She kind of looks like the first lady.
Oh my God.
I mean, of course, that's what he would say. Like, and that's the thing. Now he's like talking about her looks.
Yeah.
And what she looks like. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, we'll see what happens because they're going to have a debate. I guess they're going back and
I
forth
cannot wait.
for the whether or
too.
not to
I'm surprised
mute
he's
the
gonna do
mic.
it.
They were talking about muting the mic.
And
Yeah.
I do want them to mute the mic because if you give Donald Trump, A, he will talk over her when she's talking, and
Absolutely.
B, he will go over his time and monopolize the time so he has more talking time. So definitely mute him.
Don't you think that she would be the first one to be like, oh, I'm talking?
She did do it with Vice
She will.
President
Yeah.
Mike Pence.
She
She
did.
will. Excuse
Yeah.
me, I'm talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
She,
Vice President, I'm talking.
Excuse me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she can't hold her own.
that
It's
face.
just like
She
Trump
shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
shouldn't
definitely
have to.
Yeah, she shouldn't have to fight that battle.
Right.
I feel like with her, she would have to fight both the moderators and Trump.
Yeah, because if the moderators suck, then the whole,
Yeah, that's the only thing.
you know.
Yeah, I guess
So-
like some of the mainstream media was upset that a lot of like influencers got tickets to the DNC as well, and they're like, they're not real journalists. I'm like, let me tell you something. With mainstream media, y'all like. I've seen influencers who do better reporting the facts than mainstream media because I think the mainstream media from the time Trump came down those stairs, y'all were only interested in getting ratings to the point I noticed in 2016, they would literally have an empty podium going live to Trump's rallies all the time. And
you're right.
have like in the bottom right hand corner, I'm like, you didn't do that to any other candidates because
No.
you knew you wanted to catch a live because you wanted to get the first scoop of him messing up and saying something
offensive.
stupid or offensive for ratings purposes.
Yeah.
And because of that, you flamed and gave him a platform and gave him free advertising.
100%
that
agree.
broadcast him out to the entire world. And you didn't really do journalism. You were just
Yeah.
there for ratings. And you didn't completely like hammer him on what
Hold
he's
him
saying
accountable.
and hold him
Yeah.
accountable because you didn't want to piss him off because as soon as you piss him off, you know you're going to lose access. So
You're right.
yeah, so I'm like, yeah, those influencers, the reason why they were getting those tickets or able to come in there and be in those spaces is because a lot of times we're doing what you guys aren't doing, which is presenting the facts and really educating people.
Exactly.
Instead of, and not just for,
I mean, to
Entertainment.
be
Social media.
fair, I do think that most outlets are pushing their own opinions more than anything, and that's on both sides for me.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is for sure.
I know for me,
So even those journalists, the TikTokers and things, I mean, the influencers, they're pushing their agenda too. I mean, again, it's just everybody push their agenda, make there equal amount of people pushing their own agenda.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think a lot of influencers, I think for me personally, I feel like they're doing more as far as like getting the facts out there than some journalists. I think they've curtailed their responsibility. And as journalists, I feel like you should come to a higher standard.
Well, I thought with journalism, because I was TikTok, it was like a person basically saying that it's like our First Amendment right to free press.
Yeah.
And so that means any single person ready to that wants to report on something or put something out there, they're considered a journalist.
But the validity.
The freedom of speech, which goes to freedom of press, is you're allowed to challenge journalists on what they're reporting.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Fox News, wherever you're watching your news, I think it's all going to be pushing your agenda, the agenda that just like Fox News pushes more of. Actually, I think Fox News really pushes a lot of random stuff. I'm like, what?
Yes.
I think and when CNN, MSNBC, they do their own version, and sometimes they're derelict in their duty because they're in this 24-hour news cycle, and so they're constantly trying to find something to put on air.
Exactly.
Where I think a lot of influencers, they do their, couple videos a day, where you're not having to be on 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365, and so they're trying to fill slots.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'm like I can't do this anymore, which I don't even I just kind of pull away. And so sometimes I just need that 1 hour show for a week. Hey, tell me what's going on in the
fill me in.
Yeah, fill me in. Like I know last week tonight with John Oliver, he does something. It's literally, is it 30 minutes or an hour that the show is?
I think 30 minutes,
He comes in, he does his thing. You can tell it's well researched, thought out, and they do it, presented, and move on. And so, and it honestly, I take that and I'm like, okay, he's giving me a new perspective, and that's something I can think about moving forward.
Right.
And 30 minutes, quick to the point, bite-size amount. And I think The Daily Show, they've also done really great job, and they're not quote unquote journalists, but I think sometimes you get more facts coming from the Daily Show, coming from the commentators, and as a comedy show versus
I have heard
CNN.
that. I've heard that with the Daily Show, like it ends up being more
educational.
More educational.
Informative,
I was just watching something about was it Schoolhouse Rock, and how they got rid of that, and I'm like, some of these people really need to get like some Schoolhouse Rock
basics,
to them. So, anyways, let's have our final thoughts. I mean, as this time goes on with the election, we're going to keep talking about it because obviously it's a big deal. It's obviously well, no, it's not the first time a woman's run, but I do feel like it's like deja vu for 2016.
Sure. It does have that feel.
So I'm definitely Team Kamala. So I'm definitely looking forward to the debates.
Me too.
I do think she's gonna eat them up.
I do too.
I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be having my popcorn, ready to go. We're gonna be right here talking about that next week.
Oh, we will for sure.
Yeah, I think hers is a mixture of 2016 and also Barack Obama, where she's still trying to get that grassroots momentum going, which that still kind of reminds me of Obama when he was running the first time, and then of course, bits of Hillary as far as a woman running, and of course it's against Trump, so it's kind of a little bit of a deja vu. But I think with her, she is going to play it safe, and for her, she's just like, I just need to hold on till November. I think really honestly, she just needs to focus on the battleground states. That's where she needs to focus and win. And as long as she does, because unfortunately, having the popular vote won't guarantee her the presidency. So for her, I think she just needs to focus on reaching out, making sure that not only are you reaching out to new voters, which I think is very important, but also these battleground states.
Absolutely.
So I think as long as she secures that, because there's been, since the last election, there have been millions of young voters that have come onto the scene or are able to vote. So
Yeah,
I think
it's great.
that's the key, and I think she has the ability to win those over.
Yeah, I think so too. My only final thought is I'm just ready for the election to be over because I'm so done with. I mean, it's just so much vitriol and so much hatred, and and it comes from
hopefully,
one side.
yeah, it does, and I'm hoping once she wins,
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
yeah,
It kind of will calm down, kind of like with Obama.
Yeah.
It calmed down a little bit after him. And
Yeah.
with the big change, it's going to be a big reaction. So
I think so too. Yeah, so that's
It
my
is
final
what
thought.
it
That's
is.
the only thing I have to say is just be over.
Yes.
be over, be done.
Yeah.
Let me get my vote in and be done with
Yeah.
this.
And
But
hopefully we'll have the results we want.
Yes.
fingers
Fingers
crossed,
crossed,
because
yeah.
I can't do another 2016
No, ma'am.
reveal.
Yeah.
But that's all we got today, guys. We're gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed your Labor Day weekend and you guys did some really fun things. We're nice and rested, but poor Michael has to work
I'm about to go to
today.
work. I know, but that's gonna be slow, so that's okay.
That's good. Okay. All right. Well, we're out of here. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And that's a wrap on the latest episode of Let Me Finish. Thank you guys for joining us for another week and listening to the latest episode. Don't forget, go like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platforms. And you guys can also follow us and see us on different platforms. I am on Instagram, and that's going to be Uniquely Janice. And then I'll also be on TikTok, Janice H, GENICEH. Michael, where can they find you?
I'm only on Instagram, and it's Kasra Salimi. And by Kasra Salimi, I mean Kasra Writes, because I changed it and I just forgot. So it's KASRA Writes, WRITES.
Yes. Jillian, where can we find you?
Instagram as well, and it's New Jillian Who Dis.
New Jillian Who Dis. All right. Well, we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.